part 2 of lesson number 2. In this video we will see how we can select a row from the data frame. So I'm using Jupyter notebook, and if you don't have Jupyter notebook installed, please do it. So as usual, I have already CSV file and I'm importing and printing the data. So this is a data frame where the column is index data underscore 1, data underscore 2, and 4 row. So if I want to select a row number 1, which means index is 10 or the 0. Okay, so if I go ahead, run it, and you can see that if we can select by using a loc functions, which is defined in data frame. So data frame object dot loc, and then this is the syntax of selecting row number 0. If you want to select a row number 1, that's mean you see 0, B, and Y. So why can't we use this type of just index 0 and 1? So just try it and you will get an error. Okay, so let's assume that I want to select a multiple rows. Then how can I do it? Data from object dot loc, and inside square bracket there is another inner another list which is defined to select a row. So 0, I want to select 0, 1, and 3. So let's run it. You will get a data frame where a subset of data frame which is 0, 1, and 3. And let's assume that you do not want to select all of rows, just few. So you can do by passing two lists, first list for row and second for column. So I just want to select only 0 and 1 rows and only index the first column and then second column. So run it, then you will see that we will get only 0 and 1 row and index and data frame. So there's a difference between iloc and loc. I'll discuss in the ending minute of this video. So the basic difference is iloc just use integer as we can select by rows as an integer, and integer start from 0. So if you want to select this first row, then you will say data frame dot iloc dot 0. You cannot use other than integer. Let's assume data frame and data underscore 1 is the default index of this data frame. Then how will you do it, right? You can use iloc or either. In that case it won't work. So you will see by an example. So I will uncomment this and run it. So you will see there is an error because you cannot choose as a name by naming. You should, if it is index, then you should pass it is 0, and if it is data underscore 1, then you should pass. So let's assume you want to select, then you will pass here 0 and you will pass here 1. Let's run it, then this time you will get an answer. So this is the difference between iloc and loc. You cannot use a name. You must have to use 0 or integer value. So I defined in the last. Okay, so how can we slicing? Let's assume there's hundreds of rows, hundreds of columns, then you can use slice. So if you want to use 0 to 2, this is where the iloc will be more usable other than loc, because loc use only naming, and we want sure that this, let's assume that we do not know the name, then you can use parse. You can parse the data frame using slicing. So this video is getting big, so I will wrap up. So if you want to slice, then you see 0 and 2, because 2 will be not included, so that's why 0 and 1 and 0 and 3. So if I do it 0, that's mean that index and data from data underscore 1 will be included, it will be excluded. So let's run it. You will see, right? You can travels in the reverse directions. So so this is 0 and 1, and the 2 is we are stepping in the 2. You means if it is 1, then it will be 0 1 2, but now 0 and then the 1 will be escaped and the 2 will be included. So try it, and thank you so much.